In my previous video, I had mentioned about the 5-minute break after 25 minutes of studying a document or school children studying their textbooks. Now, what is important is what happens during this 5-minute break. We have ruled out the television, we have ruled out speaking on the mobile phone, and I suggested the last time that they must keep the conscious mind busy while the subconscious mind does the good job of putting the studied matter on the shelves or the walls of memory. Now, the conscious mind must be occupied. What is done in the 5 minutes is important. It's crucial, it's critical. And I had mentioned last time that during the 5 minutes, the child or yourself, if you've been studying a document or studying a textbook, could use this 5 minutes in doing a mathematical problem or in doing a puzzle or maybe playing even a game of chess if it is possible in that 5 or 7.5. A few quick moments, let's say how many pawns are down or which of the rooks are down. Or another thing that can be done to keep the conscious mind engaged is a little exercise, a few push-ups. Maybe if you have a staircase, run up and down for a couple of minutes, which keeps the conscious mind occupied when the subconscious mind is putting the studied material in the shelves, in the walls of the memory. So, any activity other than television or the mobile phone, any activity such as this, physical activity such as this, is useful. Maybe doing a chore, a work at home is equally useful as long as the conscious part of the mind is completely engaged while the subconscious does its best. Another thing that must be remembered is not to go to bed after studying something. Give some time, maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 40 minutes time before you or your children go to bed immediately after completing studies. So this is very, very important that this time is used properly, giving sufficient opportunities for the mind to do what it has to do. Then it becomes easy to recollect material that has been studied. I'm sure you got the point, and I'm sure that you will use this time. And don't worry if 5 minutes becomes 7.5 minutes or 10 minutes every 25 minutes. It's really worth it when the time, 5 or 10 minutes, is put to good use. The better use on the methods that I just suggested are really, really good. And there will be no problem in recollecting. There was a question that came up. Somebody asked me this question. Why not use this 5 minutes to think about what you have just studied? Now, I wrote to this person, no. If you were to think about it, you are not giving the opportunity or the time for the subconscious mind to store the material in the proper racks. Now, it is like homemade ice cream. You make ice cream and put it in the freezer. You need to give time for the ice cream to set. But suppose you were to open every few minutes and look to see whether it is set. It will never set, or it will take much longer to set. Likewise, once you have finished studying and you have understood it, then you need to give the mind the time to store it properly. And that's where most of us, we go wrong. Most of us are impatient and we don't give the time. We either go to sleep or we get into the mobile phone or sit down and watch something, a soccer match that is happening, and then something else happens and we forget what we have done. So I'm sure you got the point of using this time wonderfully well, purposefully, usefully, the concept being to keep the conscious mind occupied while the subconscious does its job. Be blessed.